Hi, my name is Adam Heverola and welcome to this month's Petals of the Month. We are taking the garden and instead of putting it inside the vase, we are putting it all around the vase. Let's get started on what we need to complete the design. We need some number 9 double satin. There is a difference between double satin and single satin. Double satin is more flexible and it feels better. It has a luxury brand to it feel. Single satin is a little bit more stiff, so you definitely want double satin. I have some water tubes that I picked up in the floral department. No caps are needed. Rubber bands, 10-inch cylinder with a 6-inch opening. A beautiful candle that we're going to place inside when the design is complete. Ribbon shears, stem shears, a lighter. I know we have a battery candle, but we're still going to need a lighter. And our bouquet already separated. Easy, simple, done. All right, let's get started. We're going to take rubber bands, put a layer at the bottom, and I double them up just in case one breaks along the way. We don't lose the entire design. So I have one at the bottom, then we're going to do one at the top. Because I don't want to see the rubber bands on the inside when this is complete. And we're going to take our ribbon, go around, and I'm just going to take a tiny piece of double stick tape, put it onto the ribbon, so that way I can attach the ribbon to itself and it's not going to be clumsy and falling all over the vase to create the band. And then I'm just going to take my rubber bands and go right over it. So you see now on the inside, all you're going to see is the ribbon and not that neon rubber band. All right, the fun part. Let's put the water tubes in. Grab the rubber bands, both of them, and put your tube right inside. And that's going to hold the tube where you need it to hold. I'm going to do 3 beside each other, like so, and go around to the other side and put a single one. How do we cover that? We're going to take some more of our double satin ribbon and we're just going to wrap it around because that is going to cover up the bands, and it's pretty adjustable because it's on a cylinder. You could really adjust it as you go. I'm going to take this and I'm just going to knot it. I really just want a simple knot in there, and I'm going to go opposite the other side. You can put a bow. I would just be very, very cautious. Sometimes bows can get to be a little bit too big, so that's why I just love a simple knot. And the streamers are always fun coming down the side of the vase. It adds a little bit of character to it. Then I'm going to take my scissors, cut them at an angle, and this is where the lighter comes in. So double satin will fray a little bit. A lot of ribbons really do fray. If you just take a little bit of a lighter and just rub it against the bottom, that will burn the fibers, so the fibers will no longer fray on you. Don't hold it under there. You don't want to start it on fire. And then again with the lighter, I don't want it to fray, so I'm just going to rub it against the bottom. And then there is our vessel. It is ready, and let's start designing. This is going to get messy. I can probably tell you it's going to get messy. The nice thing is the ribbon will dry. The vase will dry. You just want to put it, these water tubes, a little bit full. You only go about halfway. The thing with this type of design, because it's not a lot of water source, you are going to have to add water throughout the time, throughout the days of it. Let's add the flowers. Again, we're balancing out stuff, so if we have, let's start with our spray roses. What we're going to do is we can make multiple insertions, and we don't want to stick this whole thing in, it's just way too big. And so I'm going to cut it here. And all we're going to do is take it and put it into the tube. You can cut them shorter, so that way you have a little bit of a movement going down. It's not just stuck all at the same height. We don't want it to be at the same height. We want to show some interest, so you just put that right in there and then go to the other side where you have the single, and let's take the foliage off because the foliage is going to get really heavy. Pop them down at different lengths, go right in. And so that's really pretty. So we have our beautiful spray rose, the stars of the moment, in their own space. Next, let's take our carnation. And it is fun to do some that are a little bit tall like so. So we have 2 of these. These are actually color enhanced. They're called Patty, and I think they're super fun. So we could put those where they're a little bit higher up. Take our Solidago, take this, let's go even a little higher than that. So we're creating this garden on the outside of our vessel. And we have 2 of these gorgeous peach roses. Again, let's go, we could go a little bit shorter actually. And I put it in the same hole as I did the Solidago. You could share space, but just be really cautious of how much water they are actually drinking because they're going to drink up. We have our beautiful little button purple palms. So let's clean off the foliage. A lot of foliage is going to make this messy and there's a lot happening already. So let's just clean this off. Because it is heavy in color, which is heavy in weight, we're going to want to keep these low. So I'm going to cut this pretty low, and I'm going to put this right in underneath the carnation. And I'm going to do the same for this side. Clean up our mess. All right, now we have our beautiful cushions. Again, let's take the foliage out. And I'm going to just cut these off into their own individual moments. I'm going to do that with both because this way we can sprinkle them around the whole design and it is not just stuck into the one space. We could actually have this beautiful happy yellow color going throughout the whole entire design. And so we'll start with the spray roses. Again, if you're going to put one on here, put one up here. Keep it balanced. Keep it beautiful and balanced. We could share this with the peach rose. I'm going to put that there. I'm going to put this one down here. And now let's cut one even shorter and put it at the bottom of the beautiful purple buttons. And then these little guys we can just sprinkle around. Put some in the top, a couple more. Let's put some down by the carnations. Pretty cool so far, don't you think? I'm loving it. We have a rose and an Austromary. This is the only 2 items this month that is not a double. So let's put the rose at the top. So I'm going to take this rose and I'm going to put it in the same tube as I did the Solidago. At this point it's getting a little bit harder to see and fill. So hold your finger under the tube so when you're pushing it in, it doesn't slide that right out of the design. And then I'm going to put this one into this side. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Now for these. These are cocolores. They are really, really too big for what we're doing. So I'm going to take them and just cut the pieces off with no stem. So I have no stem on there, just cut off. I'm going to take a bunch of those. So this will last a pretty good amount of time out of the water, so you don't need to worry about a water source necessarily for this. They will dry up, but you could always just replace them or take them out as they go. I just hate to waste anything. So now we're going to take these and we're just going to drop them into the inside of the vase. This will add that green base I'm not doing it delicately, as you can see. I am literally just dropping it in, creating a band of green at the bottom. This is pretty. What do you guys think? I hope you like it. I think it's really kind of a cool way to do this. I think that looks much, much better. What do you think? So this is just kind of a cool, fun way to put the garden outside of the vase. We always put it in, so let's put it out. This flickering through the garden in the evening is going to look beyond beautiful. Please share with us your completed designs. We'd love to see them. Put them into messages. Everybody's original. Everybody does their own take on this. And remember, like and subscribe, and we will see you next month.